Hi there. The last time I talked about the active exhale that can kind of cut short um, your journey in anxiety, and it does have a process. Anxiety has a kind of beginning, a middle, and an end, and but that active exhale is one of the ways for you to cut that short. And what I usually talk about is that, you know, if you can, in early stages, the main thing about anxiety is actually noticing. So pay attention to all the messages that your body's already giving you, and then if you can act early in that in that process, then I call that, if you can catch it while you're still taxiing, then it prevents you from getting to the runway. So if you can do that, that's really helpful. The second thing that I think is helpful about anxiety, or what to do about anxiety, is that there's something called worry time. Um, and CBT is really big on worry time. There's lots of evidence about how effective it is. So you can easily Google that and find out a bit more about it. But what we do is we hoodwink the brain, so that when you notice that your concern is rising about something, whatever it is, you actually just say to yourself, right, I hear that you're worried about this, but I'm going to come back to you. And the thing about coming back to the worry is that you, every single day, allocate a specific time for a specific time. So say it's 15 minutes or half an hour, whatever. If you do that at the same time every day, the repetition of this is what matters. So that, say you choose 4 o'clock in the afternoon, at 4 o'clock, that's going to be my worry time for 15 minutes. So whenever in the day that you have a concern, you say to yourself, right, I hear you. So you're acknowledging and you're accepting that you have a worry, and you're not trying to push it down or ignore it, or kind of be disrespectful about it. Be respectful about whatever you're worrying about, and say that you're going to come back to it. So when you do that at 4 o'clock, the chances are that that will have dissipated. And if it hasn't, you give it some time. You be respectful about whatever that was that your brain was felt threatened by or concerned by. So worry time is the second thing that I think is really important. And also, you can do worry time in a sort of different way by journaling. So there's a slight shift in the kind of consequences of when you journal, or I would say to people, if you write your worries down, then what you do with them is you can revisit them on paper. You've got them on paper, and then you actually can set fire to them, torch them, do something with them. You don't need to sort of tuck them away in a drawer. You actually can just relieve yourself of them. Something very kind of ritualistic. There's all this stuff about burning sage and candles and all that. I think it's around for a reason. Anyhow, that I'm going off piste. But if you wanted to write down those worries in the same sort of vein, or as I'm going to come back to you, then I think that it's super powerful thing to do. So give it a try. See how you get on with it. Let me know.